Over at Vincennes, the field are getting ready for race number 2, the Prix de Montargis, a 3-year-old fillies mounted trot that have not won €35,000 in this lineup. The favourite is number 1, Millissima, who's at 3.2. 4.9 for number 11, Munoa Vedekes. 6.7 number 12, Miss Disco. 9.6 for number 9, Martina Dubarbe, and 10 for number 7, Molly Madrick. Over at Vincennes. Favourite Millissima, Mathieu Mottier, the trainer and rider of this filly. She won both of her first 2 starts, which were both mounted trots at Caen in May over 2,450 metres. And then she returned from a 5-month break at Enghien 3 weeks ago, where she was disqualified, but she was a very warm favourite that day, as she is again here, although she was a bit warmer on that occasion, but that should have at least tuned her up after the break before. It's then 4.8 for Munoa Vedekes, Paul Placan in the saddle. 1 win from 7, which was a mounted trot here over 2,850 in June. Disqualified in both subsequent starts, one at Enghien and then one here at Vincennes after a 3-month break. She's been disqualified in 5 of her 7 races, and that would be a worry if you're taking 4.6. About to be called out onto the course. Mounted debut for Miss Disco, number 12. She's 6.8 under Alain Gendreau. Not going to start this time. And then number 9, Martina Dubarbe, with Alexandre Abrevard in the saddle. Won a mounted trot here in June, and then was disqualified at Vincennes in September before finishing 2nd in a mounted trot at Enghien last time out. So field preparing here for the Prix de Montargis. We're now on post time. There's a close-up of number 11, Munoa Vedekes. As I say, she has been disqualified 5 of her 7 races, but she's also run well in the 2 that she hasn't, finishing 2nd and winning. So if she can hold her gait, she will have a strong chance here, but at your risk it is, given those odds. Now, the reason for the delay here is number 8, Mona Lisa de Rouen, is to return to the stables, just for 1 or 2 adjustments to be made. And so the others just continue their warm-up and their preparations here at Vincennes. So the starter's now just calling them to order. You can hear the whistle being blown in the background, asking the field to assemble at Vincennes. .4 Millissima, number 1 at the top of the betting. And now they're being called out. Here we go. Coming forward. Full start. Full start at Vincennes. He was calling them forward, but as they went by him, they weren't happy, and he's called a full start there. The starter, faux départ at Vincennes, and so they've got to be brought back and recalled to try again. (11) Munoa Vedekes continues to be second favourite at 3.8, getting a bit closer to the favourite as well on 3.1. First time they've both been below 4. 7.3 for 12 Miss Disco and 10 bar those. Also down to 10 is number 7 Molly Madrick here. Molly Madrick, the mount of Romain Marty, 1 win from 7. That was a mounted trot at Ongan over 22.50 last month. Came here then for a Group 2 mounted trot last time and was very much outclassed on that occasion. So, 2 Majuscule, I think, was the culprit of the full start there. Meanwhile, they are getting back now near the starting point, ready to be sent on their way again, and attempted a second bite of the starting cherry here. So the starter issuing the recall and the instructions to prepare them to go again here at Vincennes for race 2. Just playing up out the back is Mode de Vallon, just rearing briefly there, I think it was. And so that will not allow an orderly exit onto the track. They'll have to come back again. And these 3-year-old fillies proving a bit of a handful. Down to 2.9 now. Millissima. Okay, he's going to start right on the outside. And this time they're off and away. So sending them on their way for the Prix de Montargis this time. 3-year-old fillies in a mounted trot, and it was a good clean start as well. All 13 of them making their way through the first 200 metres, with 12 Miss Disco and 4 Malbe de Vaux, the 2 that are going on. The first galloper is 11, Monte Verdecays, no surprise, disqualified 5 in her previous 7. She makes it 6 from 8, and she's joined by 9, Martine Dubarbe, towards the outside as well. So they've both gone, and up front the advantage is with Miss Disco here by just over a length to 3, Marie-Eve de Lou. Then in third is number 4, Malbe de Vaux. 2 lengths back we've got 7, Molly Madrick in 4th place. And then My Way, Leah Gaban is now in 5th place now, just being joined by 1, Millissima, who's getting a bit closer. Next in the field as they turn the corner, Mode de Vallon, and behind Mode de Vallon is 2, Majuscule, red jacket of 5, Mamza L'Aventure, right at the rear with 10, My America. And then we've got Munha Vedecays, who wasn't disqualified for that gallop remarkably. Thought she would be, but she's been allowed to rejoin. She's second last, and Mona Lisa de Rowan is the back marker. So heading down the back straight now, they're going on inside the final 1,000, and up front it's Miss Disco who leads, but Millissima moving up sweetly on the outside. In third place, Marie-Eve de Lou, followed half a length back by Mode de Vallon, and then came Malbe de Vaux in 5th place, being tracked by Majuscule. Through on the inside goes Molly Madrick, and is being joined out wider by Mamza L'Aventure. And Munha Vedecays is trying to get back into it as well, and they've moved away from the weakening 10, that's My America, who's struggling with 8, Mona Lisa de Rowan. Making their way around the turn back for home now, and up front Millissima's going for it and trying to press on from Mode de Vallon. These 2 have opened up 3 lengths, Mamza L'Aventure into third, Munha Vedecays around the outside then of Marie-Eve de Lou, and further back is Molly Madrick into the home straight. Millissima responding well to Mathieu Motier and is just now seeing off Mode de Vallon for the moment. Still there there. Mamselle L'Aventure down on the pegs. Munhar Vedeke is further back in the field. Milsima being kept up to her work here. She's holding on into second, Mamselle L'Aventure, but Milsima is doing enough. Milsima is going to win from Mamselle L'Aventure. Munhar Vedeke stayed on to be third, and fourth was number 7, Molly Madrick. Well, favourite wins then. Number 1, Milsima, makes it 3 out of 4 now. And winner in all completed starts as well. Mathieu Motier in the saddle beat 5. Mamselle L'Aventure, 11 was third. That was Munhar Vedeke. And 7, Molly Madrick, got up to be fourth in race number 2 at Vincennes.